Musk team seeks access to I.R.S. system with Taxpayers records. The Internal Revenue Service is preparing to give a team member working with Elon Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency access to sensitive taxpayer data, people familiar with the matter said. The systems at the I.R.S. contain the private financial data tied to millions of Americans, including their tax returns, social security numbers, addresses, banking details and employment information. Waste, fraud and abuse have been deeply entrenched in our broken system for far too long, Harrison Fields, a White House spokesman, said. It takes direct access to the system to identify and fix it. Mr. Fields added, DOJ will continue to shine a light on the fraud they uncover, as the American people deserve to know what their government has been spending their hard-earned tax dollars on. The examination of the I.R.S. system represents the latest move by members of Mr. Musk's team to push the boundaries of access to government data beyond what is typical for political appointees. The Treasury Department has faced questions in recent weeks after lieutenants of Mr. Musk who were assigned to the agency started scrutinizing the Bureau of the Fiscal Services system, which directs payments across the federal government. Gavin Kleiger, a young software engineer who was brought into the Office of Personnel Management as part of the DOJ effort, worked at I.R.S. headquarters on Thursday, according to two people familiar with the matter who were not authorized to speak publicly. He will be assigned to the I.R.S. as a senior advisor to the acting commissioner. The tax agency is still working out the exact terms of his work at the I.R.S., though he is expected to have broad access to its systems, according to the two people. As of Sunday evening, he had not yet gained access to sensitive I.R.S. data, the two people said. The Washington Post reported earlier on Sunday that the I.R.S. was considering a memorandum of understanding that would give DOJ staff members broad access to its systems, including the Integrated Data Retrieval System, which contains taxpayer accounts. Attempts by Mr. Musk's team to gain access to Treasury Department data have faced legal challenges, and efforts to scrutinize I.R.S. systems could encounter a similar fate. This month, 19 state attorneys general led by Letitia James of New York sued to block the Trump administration's policy of allowing political appointees and special government employees, led by Mr. Musk, access to the Treasury Department's payment systems. On Friday, a judge extended a court order blocking that access and said she would decide soon whether to keep the restrictions in place until a final ruling was made, which could take months. The I.R.S. is preparing to lay off thousands of employees as soon as this week as part of the administration's initiative to cut costs across the federal government. The Biden administration was in the process of a multi-billion-dollar overhaul of its systems, but Republicans have been working to rescind much of the agency's funding. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said last week that he hoped to upgrade the antiquated technology at the I.R.S. I have 3 goals: its collections, privacy and customer service, Mr. Bessent said on Fox Business last week. And I don't think there's anyone in the country, who thinks that the I.R.S. has achieved its potential in either of those 3. President Trump has long been a critic of the I.R.S., often complaining that it was overly aggressive in its audits of his finances. In a fundraising email on Saturday, Mr. Trump asked recipients whether he should authorize Mr. Musk's team to audit the tax agency. Are you sick of being targeted and harassed by the I.R.S.? Mr. Trump asked. Well, maybe it's time that somebody audited them for a change. You want more updates? Please like and subscribe now.